Stacked and packed, 2 by 2 by 2. 12 rows deep in Dalton Cloyd. Through the Marionville Power Sports start zone gets us underway. Christopher Sawyer, the second fastest in qualifying, first in Group 2, up to second. Christopher Sawyer turning the fastest laps of anyone on the track. A sub-18 second lap of 17.7 to the outside and to the lead. New leader on lap 3, Sawyer Krigler. Back in April when the 4 state late models were here, Christopher Sawyer won, and he did it running away. Had the fastest car that night. Dustin Atkinson was right there with him running in second. But Christopher was the fastest of the field tonight. He was second fast with Cole Wells being the speediest during qualifying and Group 1 qualifying. Right now, Cole Wells is stuck back in third, Dustin Atkinson fourth, and the 13 of Brandon Baldridge in fifth. We've ran 5 laps, and Christopher Sawyer is already seeing lap traffic out his windshield. Took Sawyer Krigler 8 laps to catch up with lap traffic. Tracy Cottrell, who had issues in the B feature, took a provisional, is the first to go a lap down. Track showing a lot of character, especially on the north side, on the bottom of the track. These cars having their hands full as Dalton Cloyd around Cottrell. Cole Wells does the same thing, and now Sawyer Krigler. It's one thing to get around Tracy Cottrell whenever it's a single car running one line. Now you've got 2 and 3 wide up in front of you at the tail end of the field. And Dalton Cloyd slowly catching up with Sawyer Krigler as he shaves off 0.2 of a second on that last lap. Sawyer trying to bide his time. Gets around the 33 of Mike Bittner. Now to the inside of Ryan Thomas. Top 8 cars all lined out. First side-by-side action is the battle for 8th as Jace Parmalee to the inside of Trent Wynn. Cross flags due out next time by for Sawyer Krigler. $15 in the books, 15 to go. We'll give Sawyer Krigler credit. If you watch where most of these cars are running, he's really the only one running top shelf, and that's because he has to. The lap traffic all staying to the bottom side of the track, so Sawyer Krigler has to go where they ain't. And now we see him through 3 and 4 finally go to the inside, and that is simply because the 15 of Hanley was running higher on the track. So Lucas Hanley to the top, and now Sawyer Krigler going to have to work to the inside of him, and it is still 3 wide up in front. He is hoping that that all will clear out and at least get 2 wide as opposed to 1 as he tries to work through them. Car off the track, and that is the 41. Headed back to the pits, and Canyon Methvin had a good run. Canyon started 5th, but he will have to go off the track. Sawyer's lead now 1.8 seconds over Cole Wells as Cole Wells got around Dalton Cloyd. Down to 9 laps to go. And a spinner in turn 4 brings out the caution with 5 laps to go. JR. John Rowland out of Warsaw, Missouri. We had ran 25 green flag laps before the first Midwest Sheet Metal caution comes out for a single car spin. And that will give Cole Wells one last shot. He had no shot at Sawyer Krigler if we had stayed green. Over a second advantage as Sawyer Krigler navigating through lap traffic relatively smoothly. The entire field pretty much migrating to the bottom of the track with the exception of Sawyer Krigler. By necessity, trying to pick off all the lapped cars, was running middle to top side of the track. And that's the last thing Sawyer Krigler wanted to see. Sawyer Krigler is running the best average lap time of the field, and you would expect that for your race leader. But with 5 laps to go, clean air and no lap traffic, going to give Cole Wells, Dalton Cloyd, and Dustin Atkinson one last effort at the 11 of Sawyer Krigler. You see the yellow cone there on the front stretch. Sawyer Kriegler's going to have the front row all to his own. And thought they were going to have the choose cone come out, but with 5 laps left, going to line them out single file. Next time by, lights will go off here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Green flag furled in the right hand up on top of the Foley Equipment flag stand. A 5-lap shootout for Sawyer Kriegler. See what kind of jump he can get on Cole Wells, how he enters that Marionville Power Sports restart zone. Can Cole Wells time it out? Can Sawyer Kriegler pull a rabbit out of the hat on this restart and fool the 42 and the 30 and jump out to a lead? Into 3. Dives into 4. Nearly brushes the big white tractor tire, and a good start for Sawyer Kriegler. Also a great start for Dalton Cloyd. Dalton now breaking formation to the top side. Looking for a run. Dustin Atkinson trying to take advantage of Dalton Cloyd jumping out of line and work to the inside. Now Cole Wells pulls to within 2 car lengths. Sawyer will spread that out down the back chute. They'll have 3 laps remaining next time by. I would say Sawyer Kriegler loves looking at the Jumbotron and seeing Dalton Cloyd and Cole Wells go at it. But it shifted over to the top 10 standings. But he can see 3 laps to go, and the battle for second is now a 3-car duel with Cloyd, Wells, and Atkinson. Dustin Cloyd back out in front and into second. White flag in the air for Sawyer Kriegler. Can Dalton Cloyd hold off Cole Wells? And Dustin Atkinson will spin on the white flag lap over in turn number 2. Oh, had 1 lap or 2 laps to go. My bad. And Dustin Atkinson to the pit area. So Dustin Atkinson had gone off the track and comes back out. Kriegler was up by 1.6 seconds over Dalton Cloyd. Cole Wells right behind him, and Dustin Atkinson was in 4th. So a green-white checker finish. Into 3 and out of 4. Sawyer Krigler trying to hold on again. And Dalton Cloyd giving it everything he has. Trying to find the momentum to the top side. And Sawyer Krigler with 1 lap to go. Big push by Dalton Cloyd on the top side. Sawyer Krigler on the bottom will hold him off by 3 car lengths. Sawyer Krigler gets it done. He is 2 for 2 in the 4 State Dirt Late Models here at Lucas Oil Speedway.